Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we were away. Iran is considering allowing European nations to remove mines from the Strait of Hormuz, a potential climb down that could form part of a deal to normalize the shipping waterway. Now, that move would give shipping and insurance industries some much-needed third-party assurance that the strait is safe. That said, this comes from anonymous sources and no confirmation from Iran. Looks like Iran and Oman are progressing on Hormuz talks. Not the U.S. or Oman. Iran's foreign ministry said negotiations with Oman on safe shipping routes through the strait are progressing positively. The talks aim to establish a transit corridor that balances Iranian sovereignty and the national security of both countries. It looks like they will be looking to charge a fee on that, so we'll see how the administration feels about that. Moving on to AI. Because in the circular nature of AI, Anthropic has struck a $10 billion deal for computing capacity from a months-old infrastructure startup. Now, the AI developer has signed a contract to use a data center managed by, who else? NVIDIA. Backed startup Volta Infra Holdings. So NVIDIA is backing Volta and Anthropic has a $10 billion deal with them. Volta earlier said that they had secured a $10 billion deal with an unnamed AI lab to be delivered in partnership with Bitdeer Technologies, a Bitcoin miner that operates data centers using a site in Norway. So we have a new player in there, Bitdeer. Blackstone has held early discussions with investors to gauge interest in a second mega debt package to finance Anthropic's use of chips from Alphabet and Google. The initial proposal is for at least $36 billion in debt. The details, however, including the final size and structure that are still being discussed and may change. We have Treasury rising today as signs of progress toward a diplomatic resolution of the Iran war sent oil prices lower, curbing expectations for more than one Federal Reserve interest rate hike in the coming years. Yield across maturities fell by 4 to 6 basis points, with a yield on the 2-year note reaching its lowest since July 20th, and the benchmark 10-year at 4.62%. As we know, I've talked about before, yields are very correlated to oil, particularly the 10-year, 88% correlation with that. Now, everybody's wondering what happened to Amazon today. Well, Bezos filed plans to sell about 15 million Amazon shares worth roughly $4.1 billion right after the market value of that company pushed above $3 trillion. Amazon did fall more than 2% following that filing, if you are wondering what happened to Amazon today. And in some lighter news, I guess if you're a Padres fan, MLB Owners Management Council approved the sale of the San Diego Padres to Joseph E. Feliciano and his wife Kwanzaa Jones for an MLB record of $3.9 billion. They had won that bidding process in April after beating out multiple other bidders. And we have, guys, stay away from Chipotle's jalapenos. So Chipotle Mexican Grill came out and they said that they had removed jalapenos from multiple stores in Minnesota after learning that the peppers may be linked to a salmonella outbreak in the state. Chipotle's shares fell as much as 8.5% on that news today. And with that, I will pass it to Jim for an Edge report.
Thank you, Tracy. Well, the market of the day, you would think was either going to be the NASDAQ or maybe crude oil down 5.53%. But platinum is up 8.03% on the session, a huge move by the way, if you can't tell by the chart in front of you. This is a daily candle chart right now. And we broke out of this long-term consolidation area here where we were going sideways for a long time from June 22nd all the way till today. And this tight channel, it just unwound. I mean, big time. We have a moving average crossover now. The 8's above the 20. And we broke out. Not only we kind of broke out, we really broke out. And this kind of move so far, I mean, from open to close, is $5,850 a contract. So if you would have sold the bottom and bought the top, that would be a bummer. If you would have done the opposite, that would have been great. So this was a huge move. This was the big mover of the day for whatever reason. We'll learn more about that for sure going forward here. Next swing target up is at 1826, and we saw those prices back on June 16th. Intraday, this market it looks a lot like the stock index futures, right? After that London IB, sideways for a little bit, and then boom, blasted into the US IB and kept on going all the way up to almost R3. Didn't quite get up to R3, but we almost did. And right now, again, we're trading above the first standard deviation band of this session VWAP. This is a thin market, folks, so be careful if you're thinking about trading it. It would require probably a pretty decent size account balance as well. But I do want to point it out, since it was such a huge day today, all of the gamma numbers are south of where we're trading right now. They're not even on my radar screen. And VWAP really isn't either at 17, 18, spot 2. Point of control, maybe, probably not. So there's probably nothing left to do here in this market. In any event, let's shoot over to see if we had any. Let's go to crude oil. Crude oil is the other really big one. I know we're going to talk a lot about the stock index futures in a second with our featured traders here, but hang tight. Let's just go to crude oil, since it is kind of falling pretty badly too. I mean, this is literally down over 5%, over 5.5%, 5.66 to be exact. And we have a benchmark candle in the making right now, with understanding of maybe some good news coming out of the Middle East. I mean, hopes and prayers on that. We broke through a PAX level at $77. And we're still falling here. Not much of a shadow on today's candle. And again, the 8 EMA, it's hard to see on my chart, but the 8 EMA is trying to cross under the 20 EMA. That could be another bullish push to the south side. RSI is no divergence here. It's fallen down as well. And really, the next major target here is really the previous quarter's low at 69.50. So there's a lot of empty space here between where we're trading at right now and the potential should peace find a way. Let's go ahead and take a look at an intraday chart and see what's going on here. I mean, we actually got a boost after the Asian IB, and then just everything went haywire, right? We had some news. We were up around $82 almost. Within a short period of time, we got all the way to $76. We talked about this in the morning gap this morning, about a $6 move down in a small amount of time. That's a big move down. Double distribution. So most of the activity here is south. Nice point of control right in the middle of the US IB. Not much has happened after the US IB, by the way. Point of control at 76.19. On the downside, well, the session lows, I guess, would be a target here, and I'll give you that exact number here in a second. 75.16 would be session lows. We are kind of walking along at this point in the day, the lower standard deviation band of the session VWAP as well. S1 was a really nice touch point, is a little bit of a retracement back up at 77.07, but that didn't hold. We continued back down as well. So again, bears are in charge of this market big time right now. Maybe looking for some sort of pull back up to get short, but right now the short-term resistance is at 76.31. Sorry, 76.31. Let's shoot over to the E-mini S&P really quickly here. Since we have a minute left, let's go over to that daily tab here and just kind of check it out. This is an incredible chart. Again, making new highs as we speak. There is really just a tiny wick at the top of today's candle so far. Benchmark candle for the fourth day in a row. This is 4 days of pretty significant buying off of the VWAP. That was the anchored VWAP that we saw back from those lows we saw on March 31st. And boom, it acted. Brian Shannon's got to put this in his next book because it was perfectly aligned. And look at RSI isn't even to 70 yet. It's trying to get there. It's not there quite yet. I don't have any targets yet. I got to add an extension tomorrow to see where we can go from there. Intraday, I mean, this is a story. It's like if you keep trying to get short here, you're having a hard time. This could be a trend day all the way to the bitter end. We didn't get to R3 yet. Again, a rare event to get to R3, the 79 and a quarter. We'll see what happens here. The VWAPs themselves, the session VWAPs, they're almost vertical. I mean, this is a pretty steep hill to climb. That first upper standard deviation band is 77.51.75. And look at the volume profile. This is just wonky at best. We have volume clusters and then steps up, volume cluster steps up, volume cluster steps up, all the way up to where we're at. So again, I can't really read it or make heads or tails of it. So I'm going to rely on the VWAP instead of the point of control for this. That's this afternoon's Edge report. And one more. Let me do it. I'm going to do one quick announcement before we roll into the next segment, if that's okay. 4 o'clock today. 4 o'clock today in our Discord channel. I'm going to be with Andre from Edgeful, and that's Edgeful spelled with one L. And I lean on him anyway an awful lot and on his software for statistics and market behavior. Can't wait for that hour. Bring your questions, pop in. It's free. It's a lot of fun. There'll be a link in the chat for you guys to follow. Now we're ready for our main event, Trading the Close. We have with us today, we have Salma, Jack, and Nick. Good afternoon, traders. How you guys doing?
Good
Hi.
afternoon.
I mean,
Wow.
we're up an astronomical amount at an angle that I think would make geometry teachers jealous. So there's not a lot to say. It's pretty wild having two slow trend days to the upside back to back. But hey, I've caught some points. Just kind of closing my eyes and buying it a little bit today, as Salma and I had talked about with Stowe last night. So I hope you did as well.
I mean, Nick, how do you even,
yeah.
on a day like today, how do you even come up with targets on the upside? I mean, short of a fib
I'll tell
extension,
you.
maybe? All right, how do you
I'll
do
tell
it?
you.
How do you do it, Salma? How do you do it?
So I have my PAX inspired indicator that I created, right? My 30-second opening range indicator.
Yeah.
And what does that indicator plot? It auto plots those rotations to the upside and to the downside, and they've been perfect, especially on a day like today where, we're in uncharted territory and it's just giving you targets every 15 rotations on ES and obviously every 65 on NQ. So if you guys need some targets, add that indicator to your chart. It's the best
All right,
advice
so
I can give you.
so hang on that note. So is this similar to the Pax's own? Is it Pax's or is it something unique to you?
No. It's PAX inspired. I just basically brought it over to TradingView just because all the ones that I found on TradingView were not what I wanted to see. So I went ahead and created my own. And I've given PAX full credit, everything like that. I can show you guys my chart once we go to charts, and I'll show you how those here. Perfect. They just put up the charts. So you can see here, if we go back to the morning and at the open, it will auto plot the 30-second OR high, OR low, you got your OR mid, and then it will start to print your rotations every 15 points from the high and from the low. And so I've literally just been trailing my stop higher and higher. I've only got one runner left on this position. No reason for me to exit. I've been just, trailing my stops and then trailing my targets higher as well every time we get closer to a rotation. And you could just see, look where we just rejected from, guys, previously on that 15-minute candle. Literally perfectly rejected the 8th opening range rotation to the upside. So just using that as just targets has been a game changer today.
So just what's the level? Well deserved. What's the level above? The next level up, I can't see.
So right now we rejected 84. Next level above is 70. Oh, I'm sorry, 99.
99.
So 99 is our next target, and then you've got 814. So it's every 15 points from that opening range high, guys. And you can see here. I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to just jump into this.
No,
Jim,
you're
I'm
doing
sorry.
good. You're doing good. Keep going.
But you can see here, I started with 3 micros on this original position here at around 10:15 a.m. My first trim was at 23, which was the 4th rotation to the upside. Took my second trim at the 5th rotation. And then I'm like, this market's not stopping anytime soon. We've still got so much gas left. So I just started to trail my last runner up higher. And, now we're at the 8th rotation. And my first trim was at the 4th. So imagine that. But yes.
All right.
This indicator has been really, really good.
Very, very good to me. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Salma. Now, Jack, what are you thinking, man? And if I see a platinum trade on your screen, you will definitely be enshrined as my hero of all time.
Oh man, I do not have a platinum
All
trade
right.
right now, but maybe tomorrow, just because I wasn't actually doing some charting. But until you mentioned it, because I honestly don't even have it on my scanner. But until you mentioned it, I did see a setup I would have taken this morning. And if that setup happens again, I mean, you got an 8% move. So that thing, I'm going to put it in my scanner here at some point and just see what the readings were and what the signals were. And I'll pull it up on screen during the stream. But yeah, at this point in time, I'm still trading the indexes. I did hit a gold trade earlier, just got back in it. I'm trading the 1 minute chart on the NASDAQ right now, on the 5 minute on the ES. I do think I'm probably just going to be almost scalping in a sense to this on this range as we continue to the upside, with maybe leaving like one runner, taking 2/3 off. If I'm going down to the 1 minute time frame, but to expect a bigger retracement here without first stalling for like at least an hour, I'm not expecting anything massive here today. Tomorrow off the open, maybe. But this does seem like higher time frame market players are aggressively allocating to the long side. I don't view this as a short squeeze whatsoever. I view this as a run to all-time highs. And the NASDAQ, the ES already got it here today. And I think it's just getting started.
Wow. Very awesome, man. Appreciate that. Nick, any trades going on right now?
Nothing right now. We'll see. My charts are reloading because nothing was painting correctly. But there's a lot of levels to the upside on NQ still that we can go probe. Kind of how you were saying earlier, like how do you find targets? For me, since not with ES, but at least with NQ, we still have some areas to the upside, some structure, some volume that we can probe up towards. I really didn't think we were just gonna go up like this to start the week, as bullish as I was, seeing ES kind of reject at the very bottom last week. But yeah, this has happened significantly faster than you could imagine. So next area upside I'm really watching is up towards like 30,000 to kind of 30,100. I don't think we're going to get there today, but we've already had some stupid moves, so anything's possible.
Yeah, I know. A lot of times trend days never stop trending until the bell rings. So you never know. We could get there. So in any event, well, thank you guys. Appreciate you three for being here with us on NinjaTrader Live. Thank you, everybody listening to the show. Folks in chat, thank you. Thank you for the subscriptions and the thumbs up. I'm going to dip in the chat, and hopefully I'll see you in the Discord channel after the bell rings. You guys are in good hands. Good luck, you guys.
Bye, Jim.
Thanks.
All right. I forgot to mention it, but I also have a crude short on as well from 76.12. We've just basically been trending lower ever since that news came out earlier this morning that missed me by 4 cents on my long from overnight. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. But yeah, this is a perfect example. I want to just show you what and how I use the 9 EMA on a true trend day. If we're looking at crude, you can see here from the top this morning at around 6:30. This is when the news came out. We've just been below the 9 EMA 15-minute all day long. And so I saw that not too long ago, and I just took the retest of the 9 EMA somewhere around here at like 11-ish. And I've just kind of been holding this, or I'm sorry, not 11. What am I saying? Somewhere around, I don't know, like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And I've just been holding this, and I'm targeting I have a fib level to the downside. And as long as, we keep riding the 9 EMA lower, then this should go to target or should go lower, and then I can manage from there. And then same thing on ES. If we're looking at ES since this morning, it's just been obviously trending higher, and we've just been riding the 9 EMA up without fail. You can even see it better and cleaner on the 5-minute. We have not had a single 5-minute candle close until 2 o'clock, when there was some sort of news that kind of dropped us for 15 minutes, and then we bounced back up. So that's how I like to use the 9 EMA on days like today.
Is that the only moving average that you typically look at, or is there anything else that you look at, Salma, for moving
No,
averages?
That's it for intraday day trading stuff. This is it, just the 9 EMA. It really helps me with like just being able to see like, okay, we're getting a retest. This is the area where, you know, bull should step in or seller should step in. And then I try and get in on that move as well. So yeah. Someone in chat says Salma's hyped up today. That's funny, guys, because I just woke up from a nap not too long ago. So I don't know how hyped I am. It's supposed to be Jack who's hyped. He just took
No, that's why
pre-workout.
you're hyped. I'm getting the caffeine crash right now. That's why you're hyped, because you're freshly slept.
Bro,
I
was
don't
so
know how
bored.
you take a nap in the like. How are you taking a nap? Really?
Yeah, I took a nap. It was
I love
so
a good intraday napping.
listen.
I couldn't tell you
Listen,
the
I was
last time
frustrated
napped.
earlier. I was a little frustrated. I was trying to go solo stream. That kept crashing on me. And I'm like, you know what? I give up. I'm not going to try and figure this out. I closed up the laptop, walked away from my desk, and I'm like, what better do I have to do right now other than just go to sleep? I mean, my trades were working. I went to sleep peacefully. So yeah, yes, I do take a nap during the day for sure.
When else would you nap? At night?
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not hating the nap. I'm literally just saying I just don't nap anymore. I can't remember the last time I've taken a good nap.
Oh, they're so good.
Got to stay up later, Nick.
No, I really don't. I need
well, then
to
you don't
sleep
need a nap if you're getting good sleep.
I'm definitely not getting good sleep, but it's just there's just
maybe
when my
maybe
brain
a softer
starts,
couch. I mean,
there's
Salma, are
too
you a
much
couch
rattling
napper?
around in my brain. Jack,
Hell no,
every
no,
day.
no, no. I nap in my bed, dude. On the couch?
Yeah, dude, I nap on the couch.
No,
if I'm gonna
I'm just
nap it
asking
would
for
be
my
on the
back to
couch.
hurt. No.
Nah, you just got to get a couch you can nap on.
No, siree.
Speaking of naps, Napa is a great stock. All right, what's your game plan here at the end of the day, Salma?
Oh, just keep
trailing. You just trailing.
Just keep moving it up.
Just keep moving it up.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing too. Yesterday, and I have zero problem admitting this, when I even spoke about it last night when I was on stream with Nick and Stowe. Someone asked in chat, like, why was I trying to short yesterday rather than getting in on the trend? And honestly speaking, I was shorting at areas where I was seeing my setup had multiple reasons for confluence on shorts, and it just wasn't working out. Or I tried that like 2-3 times, and then I called it a day. Today, I have not seen a single reason to try and short this. It's just been up, up, up. There has not been a short setup that's been present that looks good to me. So I've literally, I got in on the ES long on a retest. We had a little bit of selling whenever I got in. It looks better on the 5-minute.
Yeah. Just to give you an idea of what my scanner looks like from the RTH Open, 93% of the day to the upside for the ES. Yesterday we printed 92, so I was going pretty aggressive, but 93%, 95% for the NQ, 86% for the Russell, and 81% for the YM. So yeah, no reason to look short at all. And it's funny, I was on the afternoon stream and somebody was arguing with me. Like I was simply saying, like, you should be, do not short, look for the long. Even if we sell off, it's a better idea to buy. And some guy goes, oh, Jack just said that at the high of the day. I'm like, okay, 5 minutes later, you got a new high, dude. Like, just either you're going to learn to know what tape reading is, or you're never going to be a successful trader. Because the reality is, if you fight a day like today over and over, you will blow your account. You will blow your account.
Yeah.
I've done, like, if you are shorting and shorting and shorting, and you cannot admit it, you're wrong, and you still are somehow seeing a short setup here today, I'm sorry, you need therapy. But like, we are up so aggressively across every time frame in every risk asset. It's really important to understand, to see something like this and know it's not the time to pick tops. That's the time. Even if you're right, you're still wrong. And let's see what we got here. I mean, I got a limit right now in the NQs at 29,847, but ES, I'm just kind of holding here, Gold's not really going anywhere. I'm interested to see the daily chart on gold. Really looks like it's about to break out. If it's going to have something like we saw in platinum to here today, I don't think we're going to get an 8% move in gold, but I do think that is due for a breakout on the daily chart. The daily chart looks just like platinum right before this breakout here, or not just like it, but in the sense of very tight consolidation before breakout.
But yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I could really sit here and say that today I did not see a short setup at all.
I mean, even hindsight wise, there really isn't one.
Yeah, no. And
Like,
you know, go ahead.
I was gonna say you might have gotten not baited, but if you're looking at NQ, like your only one that you might have taken if you were really looking for it before it kind of really turned into a trend day, because we were still I guess in like C period here, roughly B period, C period, you could have probably taken this, what it became the IB high as we were building this little node at 550, 600s and tried to short there for a trip back a little bit lower, but we consolidated there for probably 30 minutes. But once we took off, it's over. There really has not been another opportunity outside of, I guess, right here. As we've seen a little bit of selling come in, probably just some profit taking.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this my most profitable day, Mags? No. Nope. I mean, I've only got one micro runner left on this, so no, but this is probably pretty up there with like however many points I've caught on ES. I would say that, yeah. But dollar-wise, no. Salma, what was the 30-second opening range indicator again, and how did you use it? I can have them post in chat for anyone who is just using TradingView. I can share that link with you guys. But if you're on Ninja, you should use Pax's. They're basically the same thing. I just don't use, you know, I'm not on Ninja, so I had to kind of create my own. Let me see.
This is even the first time in the ES we actually have had a high that's held for 25 minutes all day. The first time. And it was after this is what I actually refer to as an ATR reversal. That high in the ES was an ATR expansion followed up by another ATR expansion formed to the downside. So I would say not that I'm still not even interested in shorting. This would actually be the first thing I would even see price action that I would conclude, you know, is a little bit exhaustive, just because ATR push up on the high of the day followed by an immediate ATR push lower. And we've held that high for 25 minutes. So if anything, this is the first time I would say like a solid high has been like put in, and there is a chance that we could have some two-sided action, but I still wouldn't really look for shorts personally. Bless you.
Yeah, thank you. I also would not do that as my second.
It's just, I'd rather just not take them. You know, it's just simply like, whatever, just let the trade pass.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Chat, how are you guys doing? Everybody survived today and yesterday? Is it wise to short a pullback here? I don't know anymore. I think you're better off just waiting to try to get long. And if you have to miss the rest of today's trade in equities, then so be it.
I don't think that's very low key of you, Naughty. It sounds like you're just hyped or hyped.
I too am hyped, apparently.
Hyped? That's hype hair. That hair is hyped.
Yeah. Oh God.
I like it. I dig it. I dig it.
Thank
we both got
you.
new dues.
I know. I like yours a lot too.
Yours is better than mine.
No, yours looks tame. We're opposites right now. Everyone, check out Jack's haircut.
I go to a place called Rubens. It's literally a Puerto Rican barbershop, and nobody speaks English. It's great. Recommend.
There you go. Rubens in Chicago.
It's off Chicago too. Chicago. I'll give him a plug, give him a shout out.
My hairdresser here in Dallas is actually my longest standing relationship in Dallas. As a resident here for over a decade.
Sounds very intimate, Nick.
Well, she has been cutting my hair for that long. And we realized like a year ago that the person I've known the longest since moving to North Texas is apparently her. It's funny.
She must do a darn good job.
Oh, she's amazing.
What's a haircut run in Dallas?
Depends. Depends what you want. You want hair like Jack's? It's probably over $100.
Not for me. Not at a Puerto Rican barbershop, but I do have friends that pay that much. Yeah, no. I feel like I can kind of do
They're
whatever.
called barbers. I usually would refer to them as barbers if they're male. If they're female, she's my hairdresser.
Stylist.
Stylist,
fair,
sure,
fair,
that works too.
Fair. Yeah, barber definitely is male. Stylist, I guess. Never thought about it like that, but yeah, I got beetle hair, so my hair is pretty easy to cut because I just look like a beetle if I don't do anything. My hair is just flat. Doesn't do anything. All right, pushing up.
What do you have in
highs.
it? Gel?
Yes, I have gel, but like I can honestly, like, I'm not too picky. Like I can put like almost any gel in it and style it a different way because it is so flat. It styles differently. Like I know some, like if you have curly hair, it's so much harder to style because it's just like, you know, like I'm sure you probably have to straighten your hair or whatever. You know, I would have to get a perm. Get myself a nice perm, like a TikTok kid. Start making videos on TikTok about trading.
There's so many of those on TikTok, guys.
The broccoli hair. Broccoli hair TikTok traders.
Oh God.
No, there's literally like kids that get perms, like males now these days. Like my grandma used to get a perm. Never thought I'd be seeing 18-year-old men get perms. But hey, society's moving fast.
But hey, how is your morning stream, by the way?
My morning.
Yeah, your morning stream. Yeah.
I hope that guy who was telling me that he was shorting the high is still short. My morning stream was great.
Who are you on with?
Still.
Oh, nice.
Nick, I actually thought you were going to be on there. That's what the schedule said, but I don't know. Sometimes I just show up and I'm just like, who's here?
Well, every day but Wednesday, I have no idea actually what session I'm doing until I get to my computer that day. I always confirm, but I never remember if I'm doing midday, if I'm trading the open, if I'm coming in at 9, if I'm doing the afternoon. My calendar tells me. If you ask me, I usually would say I got to look because I cannot remember which days are which.
I agree. I always have to look, but except typically Thursday morning. But yep.
Oh, I need to tell. I'm just talking to Stowe. I want to come hang out with you guys in the morning. I should come in like we do with XY and on Wednesdays. That'd be fun.
Did you stream Monday morning, right, Salma, with Tanya?
Yeah,
I guess
I'm with you on Thursday.
Oh, I know. I'm with you tomorrow. Like a lot of us together this week.
Yeah.
We're gonna dive into it. Let's get some topics going tomorrow at the close, and then right into Thursday morning.
Yup. I'm excited. You know what?
Yeah, we'll
I
see.
prefer the way we've been moving today and yesterday over the way we were moving last week, where into the close it's just so dreadful and nothing's happening. And 30 minutes in, we're all like, what the hell? So I appreciate the fact that the market is moving, even though it's very, very slow. We're still getting some movement and still trending higher.
Yep. Yeah, I prefer any kind of movement over nothing. Although it does feel like we had a deadpan button going into that high. I'm not gonna lie. I do think we've slowed down here. Absolutely
Yeah.
do think we have. I think we're kind of done with that crazy run. I'm going to be honest.
Chill, B. I need us higher. Oh, now Salma likes it. Yeah, of course. I like it when I've caught the move.
What up,
Duh.
Shab?
My girl Shab, how you doing?
She's in it.
Oh, thank you.
See, Salma, your hair is much more important than mine.
Jack's got a new hairstyle as well. Tell him his is nice.
No,
And
I don't.
chat.
It's so nice.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks for noticing, Nick.
I noticed as soon as I
You
came
did.
backstage.
You did.
Mm-hmm. Someone's asking, what are your daily routines outside the market? Outside the market, I go to the gym, do the gym at around like 5:15-ish Eastern time, and then come back, sit back at my desk, do work that needs to get done for tomorrow, and then go to sleep and do it all over again. That's my routine. What about you guys?
Nick, I'll let you lead with this one.
What was the question?
What's your routine outside of the market?
Wake up at 5 a.m. Usually lift or go for a run.
That's crazy.
Then I'm usually up at my desk by probably around 7:30, unless I'm watching the baby some mornings, which randomly happens. Work, more work, trade. Usually try to eat lunch. And then usually around between 2 and 3, if I'm not doing trade the close, I'll go down and then hang with said child and the wife and usually go do something. And then bath time, bedtime, and then sometimes my bedtime or hang out with you, Salma, and stream late at night.
Wait. You take baths?
No.
Let's talk about
baby.
his
Okay.
kid.
Okay. I was about to judge.
The second I'm off this computer,
I
my
was
daughter
about
has
to
like
judge.
100% of my attention, usually.
Yo,
So
oh my god.
I go
I'm
full
like,
dad mode. Or
yeah,
I'm
I was
cooking.
definitely gonna judge you there. Good thing I asked.
Well, hold on. I take baths. You got a problem with baths?
You dead ass take baths at your big old age?
Yeah.
You
what's
really
wrong
do?
with it? Is there something wrong with that? Like not every night, but yeah, on the
Bro.
occasion, I like to wind down with some magnesium bath salts. I don't eat them, just to be clear. Don't eat the bath salts, but yeah, dude, just relax, turn off the phone. I don't watch TV. Just really lets me do a mental reset. But
Okay.
probably once
If-
a week, not that often. But I also do give my daughter baths, like Nick said. That's probably I do that
That's
a whole lot more
fine.
than I'm taking one.
Baths for your kids, that's fine.
Wait, you
But
shower? You shower? Well, that's so weird.
Yes, but why are you not standing up? You're a grown ass adult. What do you mean you're
First of
taking
all,
baths?
let's just be clear. Baths used to be a sign of royalty, opulence, and
Oh.
intelligence. And
Oh,
I
you
am
got me
just,
there.
you know, and it continues to be something that only people in upper class society can do. You know how many people wish they could take a bath, Salma? I'm going to take
Bro,
advantage of
but-
that.
You got
Have you
me
seen-
there.
Have you seen the millennial homeowner trend? Get those
No.
baths out of the master bathroom. Nobody wants them.
Dude,
Yeah.
I got 2 of them.
They're yanking them out. More space, bigger closets, bigger showers, more shower heads. It's what people are doing instead of bath space.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I can imagine.
It's occurring, I guess, in a lot more custom homes from millennials. They are not doing tubs.
That's so wild. I mean, if you have a custom home, I'm imagining at least anywhere a custom home in Chicago, you're dropping a lot more than $1 million, and you're not gonna have a bathtub, and you're gonna spend $1 million in a house. That's crazy.
As somebody with a kid, there's no way you can't have one bathtub in a house.
Yeah, that's
It just
crazy.
would not work.
Bro, I'm not anti bathtubs in the house. I'm anti you being a grown adult taking baths on a regular basis.
What
That
other
is a
things
little
can
bit.
grown adults do in the Book of Salma? I want to know so I can.
No,
like,
but you're doing that regularly. That's a little. There's a little bit something off. If you're taking a bath every day, that's a little bit weird.
Well, I just think if you're taking a bath every day, you got a whole lot of time on your hands. Because it's kind of time consuming.
Yeah, not my
It's not my style. That's all I'm saying.
not my way of efficiently, I guess, relaxing. I don't know. I have a hard time relaxing as it is.
Salma, do you have a problem with hot
Need a
tubs
hot
as well?
No, I guess they're fine. No.
Okay, so so for the people saying that baths are gross, I do you not go in hot tubs? Because I think a hot tub versus a bath.
I mean, that's completely different, though. How often
I mean,
are you
I
going?
don't know. I mean, a hot tub is shared with multiple people, so and the water just stays there. I mean,
Well,
you
I guess this is
chlorinate it,
one of those
sure.
days where I'm happy I don't have a bathtub and I'm a little poor, you know? Like, guess I don't gotta worry about that. You know, Savannah goes, hot tubs are just baths with friends. Yeah, this conversation's weird.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
There you go. Little
All right,
hot
so
tub
chat.
party.
Yes or no to baths? You guys can settle it.
Chat seems like bath enjoyers.
I don't know about that. Not too many people disagreed with me. Hell no. Cool. I like you, Dutch. Oh, cats. Yeah, Jack can do whatever he wants in his life, but I can still say that's,
Salma's a very
gross.
judgmental person, if you haven't noticed. Very judgmental.
Bro,
It's not
no,
it's not how she
true.
lives her life. She thinks you're weird. This is how
so
she.
not true.
Very true. Very true.
Bullshit.
Very.
Yeah, you're
true.
soaking in your own filth, dude. Deserve to get.
I don't
judged.
think I'm a filthy person, Salma, but you're.
Not you. I'm just saying in general, people who take baths are just. All right. Anyway, I think we talked about this a little bit too.
I just
long.
took a position here in the NASDAQ.
Here you go.
Let me
Perfect
pull
segue.
that up. It's literally just the midpoint of this range. If we don't rally from here, I do think this high is in, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Platinum's starting to sell off now right here as well. So if we can't continue to pump from here, I do think we'll take out for the first time a swing low of the day. So the last swing low here is at 205. And if we cannot rally from here, I think before the day's over, we're going to take that out. So I've gone long here. First target, 29,873. Final target, 29,907. And then 912s above us.
I like it.
No, we're all just having fun. What's not funny if you can't have fun?
No, Heats, if you're gonna listen, if you're gonna take a bath, then you gotta take a shower after, not before. The whole point is you just sat in like dirty water. Now you can get up and actually wash your, no, I don't know.
You would have done real bad in the 19th century.
Oh my God, I
You
think
would've
about that
done
all the
real
time. I'm
bad.
like, God knew to let me live now and not back then, because what do you mean I'd have to take a shower in a lake?
I'll tell you
like-
fun.
If you were rich enough, you just had people boiling water for you, letting it cool a little bit, and then preparing your bath.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have been
Sounds
rich
like a
back
dream.
then.
I hope you were a queen in your past life. I know you're one now, Salma, but in whatever reincarnate.
I don't believe in that stuff.
Only
You
on
don't believe in
special
reincarnate?
occasions. Okay.
No.
Okay. Let's now back up. I don't know who did this poll, but what are we defining as a special occasion that a bath is worthy?
Bro, what have I done?
Now we have like a whole nother thing of like what would qualify
Valentine's
as that.
Day with your partner.
Dude, what have I done?
Am I still trading these days? All right. I guess I didn't know. I don't know if you're actually being like a smart ass, or if I'm still trading like a day like this now. I mean, the first question is yes, I am still in fact trading. I have taken many of trades. The next piece would be a setup would really have to present itself, and the potential for some kind of failure up here is low, but you could see it where maybe you might return back down. I mean, there's not a lot of structure here, but I don't really want to be somebody shorting this. It is my birthday month. So yes, maybe that's so said birthday bath, annual tradition. Well, maybe I'll take a birthday trade because it'll be the first time apparently I've traded in 2 years.
When is your birthday?
End of the month.
I'm gonna find out when. I'm gonna go do some digging.
Yeah, we're not gonna. He can't be revealing his passcode here on NinjaTrader Live. So, I mean, August.
Why? I
20.
always want people to know my birthday.
Of course you do. You're a girl.
Yeah.
Now somebody's gonna offer you, like, they're gonna send you bath bombs on your birthday. So
Oh
Yeah.
God.
yeah, I know what I'm getting, Salma. Bath bombs.
Pass. Double it and give it to the next person.
I've never been a big birthday person. My own birthday, excuse me.
All right, first target coming up here in the NQ 29,873. Let's go, baby. Come on, this is where we need a pump. Here we go. First target up there. We do trade
great
here
entry.
at NinjaTrader Live. Thank you. I can talk smack and trade at the same time.
See, I can talk smack and still compliment your trade at the same time.
Oh, thank you, Salma.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
All right, let's see what we do here. I'm probably going to move this stop up. I've been in this trade now for 5 minutes, so that's a pretty quick first target. But I mentioned when I came on air that I was going to trade the Nasdaq on a 1 minute time frame, because I think when you move this fast, this far, you always got to, like, look at a 5 minute chart. It kind of just looks insane. It's straight up. Nick mentioned, like, the VWAP. It's just up and to the right. Unless you go down to a smaller time frame, like, treat this little spot here as like its own day. Let's just pretend this is not 9:30 open. Okay. When you look at this at the 9:30 open and just completely forget everything we've done before today, it becomes a little easier to trade. But if I were to go to like a 5 minute chart and then look at this, where am I going to get an entry? This is insane. This is insane. How am I going to get an entry on this? It's straight up. So, like, what I'll do, especially post lunch session, I'll go to a 1 minute time frame and just, like, let's just pretend 2 o'clock's at 9:30, like, and then forget about the previous action because it really is irrelevant at this point in time, and then trade that smaller time frame. So that's what I said I was going to do, and that's where I'm coming up with these targets. I'm all just basing everything in the Nasdaq off my ES trade is based off the 5 minute time frame. So it's very rarely that I do get off that 5 minute time frame trade, and it is in special circumstances like this where the 5 minute time frame just kind of makes you not want to trade. Thoughts on tick volume or time-based charts? I think like tick's kind of like I think depending on what kind of tick, typically, like, when I think of a tick chart, I think of like a 512 or like a 1600, and those are really fast charts. I just don't use them. I mean, at the end of the day, all charts are the same information. Okay. Just how fast do you want to process that information? A 1 minute chart is going to be the same price as a tick chart, is going to be the same price as a volume chart. They're all going to be the same price. They're going to look a little different. So whatever meets whatever your eye, like, it's kind of something like, I mean, it's personal preference. I don't really like to think one's better than the other. I'm just going to tell you what I do, and I don't use those. I will occasionally look at a tick chart, but at the end of the day, it's all the same price. So I wouldn't lean too much into anything unless you have a specific strategy built around it, which I don't. All right, let's get this new high here. I'm going to pull my stop up here right below this low. I think that low should be secure. If that low is not secure, we're going to be moved. I'm also been in the ES trade for more than 25 minutes at this point in time. I believe, because let's see. Yeah, we've been on here for more than 25, and I think I came on with that position. So I'm moving that up too.
Chat, why do we have less than 100 likes on stream? It's Fudge says, I'm late. Which of you weirdos has been taking baths? Bro, take a wild guess.
The freshest looking one in here. That's who. The freshest looking one in here. That's who. The same guy taking baths is the same guy taking trades.
Yo, I'm in trades too, just not actively getting into them. I've been in. That's not how I sound. Thank you very much.
I know that's how I sound, like a rubber ducky, because I'm in the bathtub.
Dead.
Oh, brother, this guy
This guy stinks. That's the best. The best sound bite. Drew, don't make me don't you're gonna become my next target. Stop. It's better for it to be Jack than for it to be you.
Next target for what?
Oh, who I'm gonna troll next.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm just making sure you don't have the caffeine crash.
Dude,
Making sure you're still awake.
I need to hit the gym. I'm all riled up. I got that NO explode in my veins. I'm sure Nick knows what jacked is. Jack 3D.
It would be good. It's good that we don't have the original jacked. Just like it's good that we don't have the original Four Loco.
Yeah.
Salma?
I drank 2 of those one time.
What?
Can't tell you what happened.
Yeah, I have a similar story, Jack.
What happened?
I was in Miami.
I was
Can't tell
in
you.
college, and it was yeah. We're just gonna leave
I
it
can
there.
imagine the rest. Eburn wants to be trolled, Salma. Eburn, tell her something she can troll you about. Tell her you take baths or something.
I'm good. I can't take volunteers for the trolls. It's got to be off the whim. Oh, Yoda, you're gonna blame that onto me?
Multitasking is crucial.
Bro, Stowe is
Come
so
on,
funny.
push this high. Let's go. What else is moving here?
Short crude with me.
Dude, I mean, I like this. I mean, crude is definitely to the downside. We're 86% to the downside on my little trend score, and we're all bearish for sure. But I just don't feel like I have a great entry down here. I will be trading that in Asia, so I'll let you know what I'm doing there. But
All right, cool.
M6A pressing to the upside.
Yes, Stowe. That is a good recollection.
So wait, what do you guys watch? The top chat or the live chat? What is it's
No,
a live
live.
chat? So live's everything, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I from when there might be one or two that whatever somehow leak through or slip through the cracks. Excuse me, but it's pretty much the same.
No, it's not. You're like missing stuff. And I don't know
Salma?
about you guys, but I have FOMO. So if I'm missing somebody's message or their question, I can't sleep at night
How do you take naps?
before I get on stream.
You answer all the questions and then go to bed.
Yeah. See, look, someone says, what is Salma trading? Now, if I was on top chat, I probably wouldn't see that. Leaking blob. Crazy name there. I am short CL and long ES.
String Bean, thank you. Not trading today. Just drop my like later, guys. Hey, come in and say hello. We're here every day. At least somebody is. Production's here every day.
Mr. Monopoly. That's funny. Bray trades. That's what we're doing now. We're withholding likes. All right, cool. Cool. We'll remember that.
You switch to live chat and feel more of a pep, excuse me. I mean, there might be, but
Feel alive in the live chat. Yeah, I might actually trade some 6A here overnight. It's giving me the highest reading on my trend right now.
big 6A guy, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've traded it, but it's reading, give me a number 5. 5 is as high as it gets.
What does that mean, Jack?
Yeah, please do tell.
I'll basically just show you. This little score thing I have basically just scores markets, and it changes. But if I go bullish first, 5 is just the strongest trend to the upside, and then like that's the highest reading I can get. You got 3s right now in the NQs. This was probably reading 5 earlier, but if I'm searching, on a neutral day, like a really boring day, this won't have anything above a 2 on any market. Like if you look at CL's reading I gotta go. Let me switch it to bearish on the top here, but bearish first. But like CL and MCL both reading to the downside here, and then the Canadian dollar. But this is just really an easy way for me to kind of scan when I'm looking for trades and markets are dead if there's anything like sticking out. But like most of the time when the markets are moving, everything's moving together in some form or fashion. So you can always trade like on big days like this, the indexes are going to be moving. But if you look at like the 6A, compared to the indexes here today, it's been a little more tradable to the upside. Like just take the ticker out of it and look at the chart. Like pullbacks have been steady, like previous lows. Like let me actually pull a chart of it here. And I'll show you guys what this currency pair looks like on the 5-minute chart. But yeah, just slow and steady to the upside here. Every swing low is held, just clearly defined swing low held, 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 swing low held. Like just a pretty easy long-sided trade, as opposed like with opportunities to get back, it doesn't move that fast. But yeah, so it's just a little scanner I got that pulls different trade opportunities and ideas. There we go. That's going to be a good one. Whoa, chat, what do you guys got going on? Who's in a position?
Someone just hit you with a follow-up question about the scanner.
Oh.
Or market analyzer, I should say.
Yeah. So inside of this scanner I have, there's like 3 different tools in it. This is the scanner. Session composition. This is looking back on today's regular trading hours data, or I can do the full data from the 6 o'clock open. As far as looking back further than that, I'm working on that as part of my next update, where it would look back 5 days, I don't know, 20 days, whatever period you want. But I'm just making sure that I'm fetching the correct data, because I'm not sure if I actually have to store the data or fetch the data every time. It also would be a lot more of a load for this thing to carry to fetch the data every time it loads. So yeah, right now I just have it on the last 24 hours. Had this high's been holding for an hour, does that mean put off from getting long? No, I'm long. The high holding for an hour, sometimes we just eventually run into resistance. I've taken a third off of my NQ. I've moved my stop up in both my ES. Not always do we get that high to just blast out. In fact, when I got long last night, I tweeted out, that the ES read a 92% upside trend at the end of the day and got long the Asia session, basically pretty close to when we opened. And I held a while before we hit targets. And, I was holding for a couple hours, and then it was just, I wish I would have woke up. Now I know the next time, because I haven't had this tool for that long because I've just been building it. But now I know for the next time, if I see a 92% day and I get long Asia, I'm probably going to hold a little longer than, 9 p.m.
Phil, nice trade. That 9 EMA is definitely a game changer for these trend days.
Mm-hmm. It's held it the whole damn way.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Big squiggly line guy.
Really does make all the difference. I love having it on my chart. All right. I guess this is the part where I must have spoke too soon.
What
The
is going
afternoon
on?
can be boring.
I have 3 of the same charts on my screen. I'm losing my mind. All right, it's just got some currency, these little indicators that pop up could talk some currency signals here, and the 6B, 6S, 6C, dollars moving. What's gold doing? Usually if dollars moving, gold's doing not a whole lot right now. All right, let's get this pump up here and I can start moving my stop up.
Dow's pushing.
That was the one market that really was kind of holding before the others were breaking out yesterday in the morning. It really was like, if you were looking at the, the ES and the NQ yesterday, they're just flying, and the Dow was sitting in pullbacks for a lot of the morning and then really blew out. Okay, I just got my targets hit in the MQ. Nice. So full targets hit there in the NASDAQ trade I took, and actually have already placed that next trade here. That's automatic, by the way. But yeah, so another new limit here at 29,880 here for the NQ. First target in the ES 77, 80, 75. Let's see if I can push this up.
Hey, thanks, Frank. Thanks for hanging out last night.
What'd Frank say? Let's see. Great job last night. Thank you.
All right. So, I mean, higher time frame. Do you guys got bigger targets up? I mean, do you guys picturing kind of where you think we're going on this move before we see the next? I mean, if you look at the weekly chart, we're breaking out of a consolidation of price action that really began all summer. That price action in the ES basically started in the zone we just broke out of in May. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, almost 12 weeks of sideways action, so 3 months. And this is week 1 of the breakout.
Yep. I mean, not even just a breakout. This is turning into a week where, I mean, you start locking people out who were going to be patient and waiting for maybe another low or something to get in, and then it's just off to the races. So, and then suddenly you're going to have a lot of people probably chasing higher.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm thinking forced to buy, not even just short covering.
Totally. Well, that's the thing. If like when all of these fund managers, if they don't have 100% asset allocation to their long portfolio, and the market starts moving without them, that's another thing that you guys got to understand on the higher time frame. Any hedge fund or any institution that does not have 100% of their assets allocated in the market, when we start moving up, they have to get in, or they will underperform the benchmark. It's really that simple. And that's why as soon as you see that turn and that confidence, where whether it's a washout, whether it's the Fed keeping rates the same, whatever economic theory, or the war ending, whatever economic theory, it doesn't matter. You can see it in the price action. They all have to get long. And that's why you see a day like today, because they have to be in the market and they have to be allocated 100%.
Yesterday and today remind me of that kind of move we had. What was it? End of April? Or was it? No, end of March. End of March was that like violent turn. And then within like 3 days, there was that start to Globex. That was I guess the first of the peace talks going well tape day, where we gapped up like 2%. And then we never basically just started locking everybody out from there. Has that same kind of feel.
Yeah. It's also like and I can be guilty of this sometimes, but like, it's also when people start to think we can't go any higher, that's when we surely do go higher, right? So something to keep in mind as well.
Yeah. Does it work to the downside? So the difference is to the downside, there are like picture a mutual fund. So mutual funds don't short the market. I don't know the current makeup off the top of my head of like what percent of money is in mutual funds, et cetera. But like ETFs, like ETFs just buy, like people can short an ETF, but I don't believe, as far as I know, well, there is short ETFs, but like the majority of the money is strictly to the long side. They don't even, they might hedge, but they're not often playing. Like you can even look at some of the best hedge fund managers. They literally don't short the market. Like it's just a rule. Like they used to, like Bill Ackman used to go short. He doesn't anymore. Jim Chanos, one of the famous short sellers of all time. I believe he shut down his fund. Michael Burry just shut down his fund. There's really like the money is not in short selling. It's much, much harder to make money to the downside than it is to make it to the upside. Just it's a simple math game. So yeah, it does not work the same to the upside. The explosion in price, especially if you look at the history of the last, like look at every sell-off and how fast we go back to the upside. It took us 6 months to make that last low and like 2 weeks to get to a new high. So 6 months of sideways action. In 2 weeks, we were at a new all-time high. Think about that. In the NASDAQ. Maybe it was 3 weeks, but same thing. See if I get filled in this NASDAQ here at 83.25. But yeah, I'm just treating this, like I said, I'm just treating this chart as its own day. Not looking at, if I look at that 5-minute chart all day long, I probably won't want to trade because I will feel that FOMO that I just, I didn't hold a 150 point trade in the ES, which is how much we're up on the day. I didn't hold 1,000 point move in the NASDAQ. Would have been nice. Yes. But if I look at that, it like mentally makes me think that I've missed out and prevents me from taking action moving forward. So I eliminate that from my thought process. Yeah. Being a perma bear in 2013 was bad. That was my first hard bull run I've ever seen. Michael Burry is famously known for his short picks, but you're welcome to your opinion as I'm welcome to mine. But yeah, Michael Burry's most famous trades of all time are all short picks, specifically the housing crisis. That's how he got famous. That's why he has a movie made about him. But yeah, people can run 50 books, and that's still very aggressive to the downside. A 50-50 short book in a market that averages 11% a year. It's tough.
Watch, it will pay. I may have been early, but I'm not wrong.
Stupid question, because I mean it really doesn't matter. Why did we start rallying again today? Was there anything, or just like yesterday?
Yeah, news.
There was news.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could take a look, Nick, at crude at around like 6 a.m. this morning. Just look at that drop. I think we just lost Nick.
Kept going. I had covered.
You're back.
Oh, what happened?
We lost you for a second.
Oh, the white
You're
van
back.
got me.
They're like, he's asking too many questions.
Yes, they're like he's asking, trying to figure out why we're rallying. Don't let him do it. No, I had covered such a long time ago that it's like I couldn't even explain another 300 points for like what is actually driving this at this point. Nothing. Doesn't matter. Just keep buying it. As we talked about last night, just close your eyes and buy it.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. There's always news, right? Like, is news really the reason for this rally? Like, what news happened last night that hasn't happened in the last 3 months? Anybody? Like, is there any news that happened in the last three? It's positioning. like it always is. There's always a headline. There's no difference in the headline at 6 o'clock that's hasn't already hit 5 times over. So Caterpillar earnings has sent the entire market up.
That's it.
1,000
McDonald's,
points. Yeah,
Caterpillar.
like, yeah. I mean,
that was it.
Yeah, there was a capitulation last week where an entire fund got wiped out. We had massive daily divergence between the indexes. The biggest difference in Fed interest rate pricing in the last 10 years, speculation wise, and the Fed watch tool was over. And then Leopold got bottom ticked out on a $40 billion fund. And then confidence rose to the backside and everybody needs to be long. That's why we're going up.
He's probably sick right now.
Well, he just got married, so he's probably hopefully on his honeymoon.
Almighty, that's a question for Jack. He probably will.
I mean, I do trade it, but I haven't. There's enough action going on, it's like that's the weight. It was like, okay, like what, there's only so many things I can like physically trade, but the indexes are moving. The indexes move better than the copper did today. Realistically, I mean, the indexes are up way more. I actually don't even particularly like copper's movement any more than anything else today.
Yeah, weren't you guys talking about that backstage?
Yeah, they were talking about copper. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see a pullback back into the area we broke down in copper at like $66.57. I'll set an alert there. ES still hasn't pushed this high though. I'm going to move my stop above my entry.
Come
AI
on,
trackers.
ES.
What is happening to my chart today? They're out to get me, guys. My candles don't even print anymore. Leo stat is in play. Yeah, that is correct.
All right. So that means we get a new high.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well, I need ES to do that in the next 17 minutes as well.
68% of the time, we will make another new high in M period. So 68% of the time, it's going to work every time.
I love that stat. Interesting. VIX off its low here. Barely any movement in the VIX today. Kind of VIX futures contracts down 0.09% on the day. That thing's just broken at this point. SpaceX up 12% in 2 days, or no more than that.
I mean, it's just like
Earnings
hovering around
today.
the IPO price.
Yeah, earnings are today, right?
Yeah, first earnings.
Oh yeah,
Which
no, it's
seems
like
weird because I
almost
feel
like
like they just IPO'd, but I guess maybe that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't know. I never actually noticed that.
let's see. The IPO date was the 12th of June. So yeah,
Okay.
I mean, but yeah. The question is, Does it even matter? I guess the only thing that I would think matters more that I think this is I could be wrong, but one of the first lockups where like that the earnings don't matter, more that like people have shares available to sell post earnings. So I think there's going to be more float is available on the market.
Aren't they all still locked up?
I think after earnings, some of them unlocked. I did see this schedule. Like I know if not like this earnings, definitely days, next earnings. But yeah, that would be the only thing, you know, because now more people bring more float to the market. Like
we, as a former, I guess, Mag 7 employee with restricted stock units, everything locked up for like the 2 weeks before and the 2 weeks after earnings for like normal companies.
Yeah, I mean, I have a cousin who's been working at SpaceX. She is one of, at this point, so they have employee numbers, and if somebody quits the like company, like you move up in the employee number, like Elon would be like 1, let's say, and then like whoever would be 2. She is number 13. Oh, so like she was fresh out of, she's 40 years old, fresh out of college. Her first job was SpaceX, and she's been there ever since. So I would imagine somebody like that probably has access to sell earlier than somebody who just started or somebody who invested. Well, I don't know.
They may have done dilution payouts to her already for some of the earlier rounds of cash, if they even when they took outside investment. I don't know. That's interesting. When you're that early, it gets a little.
Yeah, well, she's got so much money she'll never spend it. And she's not like she's just a normal person, like, and she doesn't even know how much money she has, kind of thing.
I was gonna say, I would imagine she's in the old Trace Comas club after this IPO.
Yeah, she is in the Trace Comas club for sure. But you know, she just like drives like a Honda. You know what I'm saying? Like you just. Mm-hmm. It's just there. It's nowhere. It doesn't matter. Like,
I don't know. I was always if I had even approached that level, whether IPO or not, I'd rather, I think, put my feet up and do something else. But
yeah, but when you got that engineer brain, like, like you're just solving problems.
I mean, that's fair, Jack, because that's something I had to learn about myself the last couple of years too. It's like when you took away the problem solving, the critical thinking side of it.
Yeah.
I got in a weird headspace, I feel like, and it wasn't until I started actually like building and trying things and talking to, I would say, people back out there in the space again, outside of the trading realm, that kind of part of my brain turned back on, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, trading can be like mundane outside of like doing tasks outside of trading. That's why, like, it's awesome being on NinjaTrader Live with you guys and, building a community, and every one of our guests here as well. Like, always appreciate, I think one of the benefits I get about like teaching people and like being on screen is, the questions you guys ask us, like, hey, like what did you come up with this? Because we have to prove our own thought process, and like, by constantly even questioning yourself or having questions asked that you wouldn't ask yourself definitely helps like expand, just your ability to think and what, ideas formulate, etc. So thanks for tuning in to NT Live.
Well said, Jack. Guys, let's thumb up the stream. How do we only have 194 likes? Jack took a banger. He's still in another trade. I'm in another trade. Nick. That's a good thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Thumb it up.
I'm not good at chasing at this end of the day. There was, I guess, if there was a pullback to buy, it was kind of where Jack got in, in this general area back towards 800s when we stopped buying there, or stopped selling over there.
Yeah. It's as we push into like past 330, I'm going to be thinking like, okay, like after a day like today, I think that's when it's going to become really hard to like want to take something that's not a bigger pullback. Because if we are going to get a flush, it's going to be in that last part of the day. And it's just like an end of day close out any intraday trades people have had, but we'll see. We'll see who we're close. We're up 1,000 points here in the NASDAQ. That is a rare day. We don't get those very often.
That's crazy.
1,000 points.
Without any meaningful pullback.
Yeah, I haven't looked. I do have an indicator. Like, what's the deepest pullback today, guys? Top, high to low from the open. Who knows? Anybody checked yet? Used to have an indicator that printed that, but I don't know where it is.
Since the open?
Yeah. Like 70 points, maybe 80 points.
Yeah, right here at around like 10:30, 10:45. It's probably no, actually, maybe where you got long.
Maybe. Yeah, you're probably right.
Somewhere around like when we got on stream.
They thought
and
that
when
they
you
could
got
get
long.
me. They thought they could trick me. I was like, that is a buying opportunity, not a selling.
They thought wrong.
I hate when they go after me, you know. Them market makers trying to make me think something. I think it's only just begun. I think the ES is going to 8,000 pretty quick. That's 220 points away. We haven't even paused. The pullback. Are you trying to? I mean, I'm trying to. If we get a freaking pullback, I cannot wait to buy that. Like, I cannot wait to buy a pullback. I'm looking. I think there'll eventually be like a multi-day consolidation and then a sweep below one daily low and then just a face ripper. That's like the next bigger, higher time frame trade. This is a market that doesn't look like it's going to retest that lows without any major headwind. What is on the board? Nothing.
Does Nick really take trades on stream? I haven't seen him take one. I mean, guys, I took several on Thursday with Jack. I took several on Wednesday with the boys. So I don't know what you guys want from me.
Also, there's something to be said, guys,
I took
about
a trade
this, like,
yesterday at the one spot it made sense to short. We talked about it last night. I could have gotten out for profit. I didn't. It stopped me out.
Guys, what happened to no trade is a trade?
Yeah, no trade is a trade. Patience is a virtue, and probably most people could benefit from taking less trades than more trades. The reason I'm able to take so many trades is because I have so many things automated. But if you don't have that, like it's very hard to manage multiple positions in multiple markets. So it's like, you know, you need to be, if you're focusing on one market and focusing on, like, you know, where your bread and butter is, like, I mean, wait for it. There's no need to step outside or ask somebody to step outside. What is their edge?
Yep. Guys, NQ's moved up 6.5% in basically 24 hours. I have caught a chunk of it. It doesn't mean I'm going to keep chasing it for everyone's entertainment.
All right, we'll see if this 19 half fills here and what happens. Here we go. Filled. Trading a 1 minute chart. You're not going to see me trade a 1 minute chart often. We never got a new high there, and the ES is my only concern.
Yeah, ES definitely struggling here a bit. Moving stops up.
Yeah, my stop's above my entry at this point, but
Also lowering stops on
I mean, this is pretty
CL.
tight trading for me. I mean, you can see my first target here is like 14 points, which is pretty tight for me. But that's once again reflective of the time frame I'm trading, because I'm trading a 1 minute time frame. That first target should hit though and reduce my risk. Another pretty decent entry though so far. I'm going to move this stop up here, and NASDAQ, it's either going to hold or we're going to trade a different type of setup. I'm also going to move it up here in the ES. If we crack below these levels, then I think we're probably getting deeper pullbacks, deeper retests here. Describe my trading in one sentence.
Do it.
What did you say?
Did you just say you're going to describe your trading in one sentence?
No, that's what somebody asked me, and I'm like trying to think of a sentence to describe it.
Bro, it's so hard to just put it into like a couple words or a description.
I could describe it in a sentence. Time, price, and momentum are all calculated factors. Yeah, there it is. I calculate time, price, and momentum. All right, so failed to make a new high there in the ES, and the NQ did. So we have some higher time frame divergence to be aware of. I want to see where we are now. It's 325. I want to see like if we kind of retest these higher time frame support levels that we actually came off of at 2 o'clock.
Did ES make its new high? No,
Nope.
It left a poor damn high. Oh, that would be mean.
Double
Got 3
top and
minutes.
reject here, I would cry.
It's got 3 minutes. I mean, NQ did, so we could pull ES by the collar, but that's a gross high.
Divergence in the high, watch there be divergence on the low. We'll take out the 2 o'clock low in the ES, and we'll hold it in the NQ and rip. I don't know when we'll do it though. Maybe in Asia, but I don't know. Maybe we got enough time to do it here. I'm going to set some trades up though. I'm going to anticipate that ES low to get taken out and hold. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dude, if this is how this is high day on ES, that's gonna be annoying.
Cue the sound.
Why?
Annoying.
Are you so long ES, Salma?
Annoying.
Yes. Stops at 65. So I don't want to see us drop another 10 points.
Just had an HER bar down there in the ES on a 5-minute chart. I got a limit at 62.75. Retest that 2 o'clock low. I'm getting hungry.
That
What's
damn
for lunch?
pre-workout.
Yeah, that pre-workout. Like, see, that was the thing. And my plan was to work out and then eat. And I didn't do either of them.
Well, you never know. So this is, maybe I'm going a little too deep here, but this is how I think about stuff that happens like this. You don't know what you might have missed out on by not going to the gym. You know, you don't know what you got saved from. God forbid something could have happened on the way there, something could happen at the gym. So you not being there could be a blessing in disguise. So just think about it that way.
Thanks, Salma.
There you go. Jack is
Appreciate
safe and
that.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely could have been hit by a car, and
Oh, I didn't say all that. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. But anything could have happened, bad, or,
Yes.
you know. But now it's
Yes.
good. No, I like that. You know, my life just flowed on.
Yeah. Or like Mr. Josh says, you could have met a supermodel and now you missed that chance.
We export those from Chicago.
I try to think like that too when, like, you know, I'm stuck in traffic or if I miss an exit when I'm following GPS or something. I'm like, you know what? There is goodness in that delay. Just think
That's
of
a
that.
good way to live life. Stay
Yeah.
positive. Can't knock that.
Yeah, K Prika, yes, it is something that we definitely say.
Still nothing bearish about this structure. I mean, it's just the
Nope.
first time we've actually sold from a high.
Money, yes. Do that thing you were doing before.
There you go. Oh no, it already failed the stat. I just realized.
It's okay. We could still make new highs.
Yeah, we're still probably going to do it.
This last 2 hours is feeling really long.
All right, I think I'm gonna get out of this crude trade. Take my however much this is, 37 cents or so, and call it. I really thought we'd drop more. Guys, do we think we get 30K on NQ today? End of the day squeeze?
To where?
Maybe. What?
Did you say
30K?
30K?
Yeah, why you made me feel like I said something wrong? I had to
thought you
take a
said
double
like
look.
I thought you said like 32K, and I was like, what?
No, 30K. We're 100 points away. Oh my
I
God,
don't
I
think-
literally,
I don't think
I
we
took
get it.
another look at my chart. I'm like, did I say something wrong?
I don't know. I don't think we get it.
All right.
But then again, it's I don't know. I don't have an opinion because I don't have. If we, I just have a limit below us. That's all I know. I got a limit at 29,852 area, basically. I think this high we came off of might be stuck here. Tell you what, though, going to be a fun one tomorrow again. The fun is not over. It's going to start really boring and then heat up at the end of the day. So I'll see you at close, Salma. Bring your action.
Wait, what?
I think tomorrow is going to be more. I think tomorrow is going to have a more active close than it
Oh,
is.
I hope.
I think we're going to spend tomorrow morning settling this information, and then in the afternoon is going to be more interesting. This is pure speculation, though. Of course, I have no idea what will happen. There's no way to know.
God, the chart looks just like NQ looks ridiculous, and then you look at ES and it looks a lot more ridiculous. I guess because ES never broke the balance that it was in, but my goodness, that 4 hour looks just absurd. Oh yeah, we have AMD today too, so definitely can just get even more stupid.
AMD, SpaceX are our big ones today.
And as a connoisseur of random GPUs, I would imagine it's spun in whatever way it needs to continue the upward trajectory that is the AI trade. Never forget Nick selling his AMD leaps beginning of last summer. I'm not crying, you're crying. Oh, look, it's our friend. How many times have I tried to short NQ today? Well, none, because I've been long. All right, Salma, here's your chance.
But yeah, let's go. Come on, push.
Let's see. Yes, 4 points away. Let's do it. What are my setting parameters for the indicator that changes colors of the candle? I'd have to check. Let me tell you. 1 second. I can't remember what my delta map settings are off the top of my head. I mean, there's a bunch. My sensitivity is look back's 8. High sensitivity on color. Dynamic rotation, no. Rotation amount, no. Extreme move sensitivity is 3.75. And this only makes sense to you if you actually use delta map by order flow labs. And here you go again with this higher time frame thing. Hey man, you can go read my prep from Sunday if you would like. Me caking one short in the middle of the day yesterday at the only spot that makes sense. You can go read my prep yesterday. You can go read it today. You can go read it from Sunday. If you want to talk higher time frame.
Just ignore him. Just ignore him.
I use that block button, brother.
You guys do that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever blocked anyone on YouTube. How does that look? Do you still see their message pop up?
You just don't see them anymore.
Oh, they're gone forever in the abyss.
Don't get to partake.
Mike Cabbage says, "Oh, big time! I'm so fast to block." Wow. Okay, I need to start doing that. Listen, biblical. Sometimes, like, you can ignore until you've kind of had enough, and then you decide to say something.
Well, part of our job is to, interact with you guys and answer and be helpful. And in order to do that, we have to read all the chats. And when somebody's sitting there just talking smack to you, you have to read it too, unfortunately, to get to the good stuff. So I just block people that do that. And that's fine because I'm here to help people who want to be helped, not here to, engage with other people. But, sometimes it's funny, like light jokes are made, and sometimes people just are intentionally have, negative behavior with them. And you know what? I feel bad for people like that because you guarantee they don't just do it here on the internet. They do it in their real life too. And typically very sad people.
And like, this is the cool thing too, that we have to remind ourselves of, guys, is that like, and I mean this with all respect, but if someone is coming here, taking time out of their day to troll us, that says it all. Like, you're wasting your time. Your precious time to come here and shit talk one of us. What does that say? I mean,
says you don't got much going on in your own life. They always say haters come from below you.
Exactly. So shrug it off, my friends.
And Ainer's gonna hate.
Thank you.
Shrug it off.
It's gonna push this.
Excuse me while I pound a protein shake on stream.
Come on, ES.
Needed something in my tummy.
Guys, every thumbs up pumps the market a tick.
Yo, hats off to your awesome trail, Salma.
Dude,
great
thanks.
job on, talk about just being patient and following. Go over your trailing strategy that you've been using here. Is that just using that MA you were talking about earlier? I think that's really impressive that you've been trailing that so long. Just
using the 9 EMA in conjunction with that 30-second opening range indicator that I talked about earlier in the stream, especially on ES when we're in uncharted territory. Just having this indicator on my screen allows me to have upside targets that I wouldn't have otherwise. And so, I originally got into this trade on a pullback on the 5-minute 9 EMA, got in with only 3 micros and took first trim at one rotation, took another trim at the second rotation higher. And then I'm like, listen, this market looks like it's still got a lot of steam left in it. Let me just trail my stop higher. And, every time we come to a rotation, I just bump it up. And I just have been doing that and moving my stop up in profit as well from one rotation to the next. So that's really it. It's been honestly really helpful. I think my screen just froze as well, so I can't even move. But yeah. Oh, Dallas Bates, tell your daughter I said hello. Yeah.
You guys friends in real life?
I don't know. We might be. I'm still waiting for the day where someone comes up to me in real life and says, I watch you on NTL.
Oh, you got to leave your house, Salma.
I do. Thank you very much. I go to the gym.
Well, that was still very, you mean in like regular life?
Yeah, like
Jack,
if I'm at the gym or something.
Jack could probably if that happens to anyone, it's probably going to be Jack.
It's happened to me, but that's because I live in a city.
Yes.
Like I see a lot of people.
Yes, I was going to say if somebody, stopped me in the random times that I'm in public, like walking around a Whole Foods or something, I would be caught very off guard.
Yeah, listen, I would still get caught off guard too, but it would be a little bit cool. I'd be like, oh shit, someone from NT.
No, I actually this happened to me on Sunday. Actually, some guy came up to me. He's like, I swear I know you from somewhere. And I was like, dude, trade? He's like, no, I watch reality TV. He's like, you're from reality TV, aren't you? I'm like, I am not from reality. This guy was like trying to talk to me for like 50 minutes. It's like, and he was like a reality TV TikToker. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm not on reality TV. Like, I've never been on reality TV. He was convinced he knew me from reality TV. I was like, dude, no. I was like, maybe NinjaTrader Live, though. I was like, I don't know how much you watch of that. But
should have told him to tune in.
I did. I selflessly plugged us. Chi-Town LP. That's what's up.
Good stuff.
Beautiful. This is kind of reality TV. I hope not, guys.
We can make it. They're all going to put us in a house with a giant bathtub in it. Well, that'll make it a great show.
Guys, do I get 100 points on this runner?
Yes.
How do you not? What are you in the ES?
Yeah.
This has got to be your biggest point trade or one of them, right?
Yeah,
I was gonna say
it's
like
up there.
dollar value and points are two different. I was
Right.
like biggest intraday point gain. Cool.
Yeah. So I think probably top there, top 3, top 5. One of the biggest point gain ever was one of my first times live streaming on NinjaTrader. I caught gold for like, I don't know, it was like 60 points. It was a really nice trade.
I had a 200-point gold runner in November, and I had
That's insane.
I had an 800-point NQ runner in it was the October 22 CPI, and I had no idea what I was doing back then. I just kept holding it, and it kept going, and I was trailing it, and it never even got close because it was like a day like this where it was 4% plus, like straight to the upside after a violent pre-market move, and I was long from around the pre-market lows and just kept trailing it, and it kept going.
Yeah.
That was an insane day.
Go ahead. Sorry, Jack.
I was gonna say, I think my first entry last night after I tweeted out that the ES had been trending 92% of the day was like 73 or 76.32 ish, somewhere around there. But yeah, I did. I mean, I sold off at that first jump at I guess it was 950. That was my target. My target's hit at 950, and then I mean, we really didn't start really cruising until like 7 a.m. this morning, and it's been a no looker since. And I believe I bought the only pullback that lasted for more than 10 minutes today. So I feel good about that.
I do have a confession to make though. So this morning when I took this ES trade, I also took it on NQ. Mm-hmm. That's something that guys, I haven't traded NQ in months. That was for like a quick, just 100-point, small little gain there. Got in at 542, exited at not even 100 points. I'm sorry. I got in at 524 and exited at 611. It was very quick. It was about like a 30-minute hold, something like that. And now I'm looking at it and we're 300 points higher from where I exited. Which doesn't feel too great. Should have kept the runner on that too.
Yeah, that happens. If I were you, I'd take a bath tonight and celebrate and relax.
Celebrate or sulk in the fact that I paper-handed that.
Well, no, you celebrate one. That, you know what? You're on top of it today.
I tried. I did. I tried. Yeah, I came in today with a much better mindset than yesterday. And like I said, today I really did not see any setups for the downside. There was just nothing there for me to short or, to try and get short. And yeah, I saw that opportunity in the morning when we got that small pullback. I got in and have been in since. Maybe Stowe is onto something, guys. Maybe days like today are great. Just maybe.
They're great.
I mean, if we had days like today very often, I think that'd be better than not. I mean,
listen,
it's
my long-term port is very happy.
Booming.
But on my intraday, like when I'm trying to trade this on an intraday basis, I'm either hate watching this or I'm love watching this. Like there's no in between.
Yeah.
Right. Feels good when you catch it. Feels shitty when you're on the sidelines or trying to top tick.
Yeah. But, investors got to win some days. These are the days that like the only way you're outperforming the market as a trader is like just with leverage,
Yeah. Exposed wings. Yes, I did get a new sign right behind me. It's supposed to be purple. On camera, it looks pink. It says Salma OGS. Apparently, purple is a really hard color to get right on LED.
Yeah, well, they probably have to mix. What is purple a mix of? Like pink and something else or something, Like what are the
red and blue?
Red. Okay, there you go.
Red and blue. I hope I'm right about that. Saying that in front of 600 people and being wrong. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yes. Red and blue.
So that had to be Leo. It was not me. I feel like he had a stupid runner during the tariff stuff. It definitely was him. I think I had like on the show like a 300 point plus
it's
one
algo time
during that. But yeah, I think Leo had just something insane.
Ooh. Man, they'd really just see if I get any of these fills here.
Where's your limit, Jack?
29,858 quarter in the NQ. The ES is all the way down at 62.75. So, I mean, it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Don't rule it out.
Look, everyone's selling, actual selling.
Generational highs, short the market. Never going to see prices again. Sell the portfolio.
Generational low, probably coming here.
Yeah, next 5 minutes. Once I'm in a trade 6, my stop moves to break even after my target 2. My targets are based on the average true range. So my stop and first target are equidistant. So I reduce the risk from basically, let's say I'm risking $300 a trade. I reduce the risk to $100 per trade after hitting that target. And then it's completely profit. If I've hit 2 targets, then it's automatically a profitable trade because my stop is above break even after that. So it's all in my develop the edge segment as well. So
Salma, when are you doing one of those?
I don't know. I haven't been asked.
Do one on this trail.
But I've got
do a whole segment on trailing.
I've got a lot actually on my plate, so maybe it would have to wait. I don't know.
What's on your plate? Are you at the buffet right now?
Can't say, won't say. Can't say, won't say.
Oh, she's cooking. She's cooking.
Oh, I don't cook, but
really?
I don't know.
At all? Who cooks for you?
Bro, I simply don't have time. I swear to you guys, I really don't.
You got a chef? You eating out every night? What are you doing?
Well, my mom usually cooks, but she's not here. She's overseas, so.
Damn, so you're hungry. Don't worry.
So I've been kind of fending for myself.
I'm fending for myself.
Bro, I ate.
I'm dead.
So yesterday I opened up a can of tuna.
Oh my gosh.
A tortilla. I basically had a tortilla and put tuna in it and basically had like tuna tacos.
No.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
No.
Please do not yuck my yum. This is what we're not going to do.
That would be like my one.
Oh, wait. We can't yuck your yum, but you can make fun of me for taking baths. Selma, you are
because that is yucky.
Unbelievable. The double standard that you hold. I will yuck your yum for eating tuna with a tortilla and calling it dinner.
What do you mean? It's like a sandwich. What do you mean?
That's disgusting.
Bro, it's good, bro.
Bro.
We
Sounds delicious.
We can do this bro thing back and forth.
Sounds delicious.
I just want my bougie flex would be I just want like a private chef to make me lunch like Monday through Friday. That would be all I need. I'm not a meal prep guy. I hate like microwaving my lunch, if that makes sense. Like I've done it so many times. I would just love that. I'd love to have somebody just prepare me a good, healthy lunch every single day.
Guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get a house, 8 bedrooms, maybe 10. We're going to get a chef 1 week. We're going to stream, and then everything's going to be taken care of us. And then Salma can get whatever she needs to get done. Busy girl. I know you're a hard worker. I really do. I actually
no. Honestly, a lot of my time is just work. Like it's just here at this desk. So yeah. And before you know it, it's like 10 p.m. Dude, they're gonna stop me out.
They're gonna close this like either around Jack's
stop
entry
you out and they're gonna fill me
or 800, and then AMD is gonna probably send us higher again.
I told you no 30K here. We're coming back to fill Jackie boy. ATR bear bar down there. Selling at the end of the day. This is profit taking.
Hunzo.
Still in an uptrend. Still in an uptrend. That's 1 5-minute bar into the
I was
close.
to say, Jack, how many time frames is it 5 time frames, your ATR thing?
Well, so my trend, so this is its own signal right here that just popped up, and that's because of how big that move was down.
Okay.
But my trend scan is over 3 time frames. But basically, like, this is just a measurement of that specific last 5 minutes. It's not, it's just telling me that we expanded to the downside aggressively, which we did. And sometimes that can be the beginning of a trend lower. Like, if we were to continue this, we don't really have enough. I mean, if we continue this, let's say, like 430, like the aggressive selling, but this very well could just be like a dump into close and then, right back up on AMD earnings. But I'm just going to keep these limits as they are and then see where we're at 4 o'clock. But
Sheesh.
yeah, no surprise there. No surprise there, honestly. I figured we'd do this into the close. I mean, look how much we're up. Almost fell to my ES here. I might actually move this up. All right, I'm just gonna move that up in the ES. We'll see what we do. I definitely do not. Well, I guess that could happen on earnings, but I don't think I'm hitting that top-sided target here. See, could be good, could be bad. 4 minutes to close. Well, thank you all for tuning in here. The 609 of you left watching. What an eventful day. Salma, congratulations on that hold. How many points did you end up clearing there?
97 to 68, so 73 points, something like that.
Nice.
I should have probably had a tighter stop, because looking back at it right now, I mean, from the highs to where I got stopped out, that was 20 points. So should have been higher.
Yeah, it's tough in that situation because you've been right for so long, and then, like, as we get towards the end of the day, the only thing you have to take into factor is, like, you're going to have a vol expansion. Is that vol expansion most likely going to be to the upside or the downside?
Exactly.
But trailing good is what's kept you in so long. So, don't knock yourself for not trailing too tight there. But, I think you did a lot right there, and there's always something wrong, right?
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, let's try and do that again tomorrow, guys, right?
Yeah, we'll see if we get that big of a freaking move. That'll be crazy. Final seconds here. Got about a minute left.
Yes, holding on by a thread to this lovely little node that it continues to build. I mean, I can't imagine it going much lower until post earnings at the very least, but
yeah, give me a big AMD beat. What's that stock looking like? I haven't looked at that chart in a while.
I don't know, Jack. I stopped looking at it.
Go look at it.
After it had that, like, I had sold my leaps for 2027, and it had that one random pre-market day where they announced God only knows what, and it was up like 15%, and my leaps were almost in the money, and I wanted to cry.
Oh,
I sold them to
wow,
it
stayed really strong in this sell-off here. We're up 7% today. And all right, let's, for funsies, I'm going to give targets on a big beat based on my analysis. I have an upside target in AMD at $660. 660.
That just makes
I don't know if that'll
hurt.
hit on earnings, but if they have a good earnings, 660. And
I had 220 leaps, Jack.
Look at these entries, guys, into close. Don't be scared. Look at that. You just wait for the knife fall. Just snipe these two. Freaking get my scope out and tell me I'm playing Call of Duty over here.
No scope.
I just no scope. Watch me just eat these stops now.
No scope.
Jurga, don't got enough time to dive in that today, but you can catch me tomorrow. I'll be on here with Salma again and Tanya for Trade the Close. So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. And then who's opening our show up tomorrow? The bell's about to ring. Nick, set this off. Jim's not here. Set this off.
Yeah, guys. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Tune in tomorrow morning. Kane and Leo trading the open, joined by XY and myself for all your amusement. And since Jim is not here to take us out, I will let the ghost of Jim take us away and
Most
say
important
goodbye.
message of the day. Please be safe out there. Be good to each other. We'll see you soon.
Bye, chat.
Bye, friends.
Ciao.